The one in New York City, Dolly, an original musical, will debut here in Nashville.
And today at Belmont University, Dolly Parton helped announce the 4-week run.
Country music legend Dolly Parton has just added 3 more Guinness World Records to her ever-growing list of accomplishments.
The Queen of Vitality, Dolly Parton, may now be a shadow of her former self. Her journey has been nothing short of legendary, but as she grows older, new revelations about her goals have sparked global discussions. Many now wonder if she's truly happy or living a life of open sadness. What about Dolly Parton's life? Had ignited these conversations. Does she truly live a sad life, or she's just a woman who wouldn't allow her age to define her achievements? Join us as we reveal how the 79-year-old star now lives a really sad life. A self-reflection. At 79, Dolly Parton is bringing her truly emotional life story to the stage in a brand new Broadway musical, Dolly, an original musical. The 79-year-old country music legend announced that the show will premiere in her home state of Tennessee before making its way to Broadway in 2026. For Dolly, this isn't just another project. It's something deeply personal. And she has a heartfelt reason for wanting to bring her story to life now. Speaking at a press conference in Nashville, Dolly shared her thoughts with her signature wit and charm. "Well, I ain't getting no younger, but as I tell my husband, I ain't getting no older either," she joked, making the crowd laugh. But beneath the humor, she revealed the real reason for her decision. "I've always wanted to see my life turned into a musical, and I wanted to be the one to make sure it was done right. I don't want to wait until I'm gone and have someone else decide how my story should be told." Dolly's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, and her musical will take audiences through the defining moments of her life. From her humble beginnings in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, where she grew up in a small cabin with her large family, to her rise as a global superstar performing under the dazzling lights of Hollywood, the show promises to be a celebration of her incredible career. Fans can expect to hear some of her greatest hits, including Jolene, I Will Always Love You, Coat of Many Colors, and 9 to 5, along with brand new songs written especially for the musical. The production is a passion project for Dolly, who is not only producing the show, but also co-wrote the script with 2-time Emmy-winning producer Maria S. Schlatter. To bring her vision to life, she has teamed up with Tony Award-winning director Bartlett Sher, ensuring that every detail reflects the true spirit of her story. Previews for the show will begin on July 18, 2025, with a limited run from August 8th, 17 at Belmont University's Fisher Center for the Performing Arts in Nashville. For Dolly, there was no better place to debut her musical than in Tennessee, the state where her journey began. "I am Tennessee born and raised, and Nashville has been my musical home for over 60 years. This is the right and perfect place to tell my story for the first time," she said. One of the most exciting aspects of the show is the casting. After a nationwide search, 3 actresses have been chosen to play Dolly at different stages of her life. However, she's keeping their names a secret for now, adding an air of mystery to the production. This isn't Dolly's first time being involved with Broadway. In 2009, she was nominated for a Tony Award for composing the music for 9 to 5, the musical, based on her hit song and movie. Her influence in the music industry is undeniable, with over 100 million records sold, 11 Grammy Awards, and a place in both the Rock and Roll and Country Music Halls of Fame. She continues to break barriers and achieve new milestones, proving that her passion for music and storytelling is as strong as ever. At the press conference, Dolly was every bit the superstar fans know and love. She looked stunning in a black leather maxi skirt and a white blouse with lace details designed by her longtime creative director, Steve Summers. Her signature platinum blonde hair was styled in a fringed shag, giving her that classic Dolly look. For fans, this musical is more than just a show. It's a chance to experience Dolly's life journey through her own words, her music, and her vision. She's never been one to do things halfway, and Dolly, an original musical, promises to be a spectacular, heartfelt, and unforgettable tribute to the woman who has captured the hearts of millions. While some believe this is another goal that Dolly wants to see ticked off her to-do list, others believe it's a way of remaining relevant and staying in the spotlight. Whatever the case, she is truly the queen of the spotlight. Dolly Parton wasn't always the superstar she is today. She wasn't born with a silver spoon. What exactly was her background like? A long time coming. Dolly Parton was born in a tiny one-room cabin near the Little Pigeon River in Pittman Center, Tennessee. She was the fourth of 12 children in a big, hard-working family. Her father, Robert Lee Parton Sr., known as Lee, was a farmer who also took on construction jobs to support the family. Though he couldn't read or write, Dolly always said he was one of the most brilliant businessmen she ever knew. Her mother, Avi Lee, cared for the children, teaching them songs and stories from their Welsh heritage. Despite growing up in poverty, music was always a big part of Dolly's life. Her grandfather was a preacher, and the family often sang in church. By the time she was 6, Dolly was performing in public, and at 7, she began playing a homemade guitar. When she was 8, her uncle bought her a real one. She started singing on local radio and TV shows in Tennessee. By 13, she recorded her first song, Puppy Love, and even performed at the Grand Ole Opry, where she met Johnny Cash. He encouraged her to follow her instincts in music. After graduating high school in 1964, Dolly wasted no time. She moved to Nashville the next day. She started as a songwriter, writing hits with her uncle, Bill Owens. Many country artists recorded her songs, and soon Dolly signed with Monument Records. At first, they wanted her to sing pop music, but after her song Put It Off Until Tomorrow became a country hit, they let her record country songs. Her first big singles, Dumb Blonde and Something Fishy, helped launch her career in 1967. Dolly's childhood inspired many of her famous songs like Coat of Many Colors, which tells the story of a coat her mother sewed for her from rags. Though poor, Dolly always said they had plenty to eat and love. Her home in the Smoky Mountains left such a deep impression that she later wrote, "My Tennessee Mountain Home" about it. She even bought back the family's old farm in the 1980s. Now a music legend, Dolly has sold over 100 million records and won 11 Grammy Awards. She was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1999.
The very first time I met Dolly Parton, I fell in love with her. And of course, at just about that same time, everybody else in the world fell in love with her too.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. But she isn't just about music. She has written books, starred in movies, and even opened her own theme park, Dollywood. Let's check that aspect of her life out. Working her way to the top. In 1967, Porter Wagoner invited a young Dolly Parton to join his show, The Porter Wagoner Show, and his road tours. At first, the audience wasn't thrilled to see her replace the beloved Norma Jean, even chanting her name in protest. But with Porter's support, Dolly's charm won them over. Her first single with Porter, a duet of The Last Thing on My Mind, hit the top 10 in 1968, marking the start of an exciting chapter. Dolly had a series of hits with Porter for the next several years, but her solo career was still struggling to take off. Her first solo single, Just Because I'm a Woman, had some success, but didn't match her duet hits. By 1970, Dolly's frustration grew. But a breakthrough came when Porter convinced her to record Mule Skinner Blues, which shot up the charts. Then came Joshua, her first #1 single, followed by a string of successes. Songs like Coat of Many Colors and My Tennessee Mountain Home became her signature hits. But nothing compared to the massive success of Jolene in 1973. The song soared to #1 in 1974, and even made waves internationally, reaching the UK charts. Despite all her success, Dolly was determined to go solo, and by mid-1974, she parted ways with Porter's organization. Their last duet concert took place in April, but they stayed connected professionally until 1975. She wrote, "I Will Always Love You" during this time, a deeply personal song about her break with Porter. When Elvis Presley's manager wanted to record it, Dolly refused to give away half the publishing rights, a decision that later made her millions in royalties. That year, Dolly had 3 #1 hits and solidified her place in country music. From 1974 to 1980, Dolly's music reached a wider audience. She still had hits in country, but she was also making waves in pop culture. Artists like Olivia Newton-John and Linda Ronstadt started covering her songs, proving that Dolly was becoming a major crossover star. Her albums took on a more pop-driven direction, especially Here You Come Again in 1977, which became her first million seller and gave her her first top 10 pop hit. She kept climbing the charts, scoring #1 hits with songs 9 to 5 and starting over again. She even starred in the movie 9 to 5, a huge success that earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song. Her collaborations with Kenny Rogers, like Islands in the Stream, became legendary. But by the mid-1980s, contemporary country music began to shift, and Dolly found herself moving in new directions. She signed with Columbia Records in 1987 and released Trio, a beautiful album with Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt that revived her career. She also worked on more country and bluegrass music, producing albums like The Grass is Blue and Halos and Horns, winning multiple Grammy Awards. In the 1990s, Dolly's career remained steady, with new hits like I Will Always Love You, re-recorded as a duet with Vince Gill. Her music spanned genres, with albums covering everything from country rock to pop standards. Even in the face of changing trends, Dolly's star continued to shine, and she became a timeless figure in the music industry. She was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1999, a fitting tribute to her lasting influence. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Dolly stayed busy, releasing new albums, going on tours, and keeping her presence strong in pop culture. She even received a second Academy Award nomination for her song Travelin' Through, featured in Transamerica. Her influence grew with time, with her 2009 album Dolly, and a highly successful tour in 2014. Dolly performed in front of 180,000 people at the Glastonbury Festival, and received more recognition for her contributions to music and culture. Her ability to remain relevant, reinventing herself with each decade, made Dolly Parton a living legend who continues to inspire fans worldwide. In early 2022, Dolly Parton was nominated for a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a prestigious honor she initially declined. She believed the hall was reserved for rock legends, but Dolly changed her tune after learning that it embraced artists from all genres. She'd accept the honor if chosen, and in May, the announcement came. Dolly Parton was set to join the iconic roster. On November 5, 2022, she took her place in music history, officially inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. However, her journey didn't stop there. In October 2022, Dolly shared in an interview that she was stepping away from touring, but continued to grace the stage with occasional live performances. As the year drew to a close, she co-hosted NBC's Miley's New Year's Eve party with Miley Cyrus, bringing her signature charm to the celebration. But 2023 would bring even more surprises. On January 17th, Dolly announced she was working on something entirely new, a rock album titled Rockstar. The world tasted it when the lead single, World on Fire, dropped on May 11th, quickly climbing to #1. The album was released on November 17th and was a masterpiece of collaborations, featuring music legends like Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Sting, Elton John, Sheryl Crow, Miley Cyrus, and Lizzo. The album was a resounding success, debuting at #3 on the Billboard 200, marking Dolly's highest-charting solo album to date, and dominating both the country and rock albums charts. Dolly's magic also graced the soundtrack of 80 for Brady. Released on January 20th, 2023, the single Gonna Be You, written by Diane Warren, brought together Dolly, Belinda Carlisle, Cyndi Lauper, Debbie Harry, and Gloria Estefan. In the music video, the 5 powerhouse performers rock football jerseys, echoing the film's spirit, while flashing clips from the movie. It was another unforgettable moment in Dolly's ever-expanding legacy. Dolly has had her fair share of controversies, and one memorable event is one that linked her to Playboy magazine. What exactly happened? A larger-than-life image. Dolly Parton has always embraced her larger-than-life image with humor and confidence. Over the years, she received numerous offers to pose nude for Playboy magazine, but declined them all. However, in October 1978, she made a memorable appearance on the magazine's cover, dressed in a classic Playboy bunny outfit with signature ears. That particular issue also featured an in-depth interview with Parton, one of her earliest high-profile discussions with the mainstream media. Her well-known figure has led to some unexpected associations in popular culture. For example, scientists named the world's first cloned sheep Dolly in her honor, since the breakthrough was achieved using a mammary gland cell from an adult ewe. In Alabama, a bridge in Mobile, with 2 large rounded arches, earned the nickname Dolly Parton Bridge, due to its resemblance to her famous curves. Even in the military, her name found a place. U.S. Army personnel unofficially referred to the thickened armor of the T-72A tank as Dolly Parton, a nickname that later evolved into Super Dolly Parton when a new version of the tank, the T-72B, was introduced. Parton has never denied having cosmetic surgery, openly acknowledging that it has played a role in maintaining her famous look. During an interview on The Oprah Winfrey Show in 2003, she was asked about the procedures she had undergone. Without hesitation, she explained that cosmetic enhancements were essential to keeping up her carefully crafted image. Over the years, she has frequently joked about her appearance, often remarking that achieving her distinctive look required significant financial investment. She has been quoted saying, "It takes a lot of money to look this cheap," and has always treated questions about her surgeries with humor. Her appearance has even been referenced in multiple songs. Tracks like Dolly Parton's Hits by Bobby Braddock and No Show Jones by George Jones and Merle Haggard mention her, while Make Me Proud by Drake, featuring Nicki Minaj, also alludes to her iconic figure. When discussing the possibility of further cosmetic procedures, she once playfully stated that if she ever noticed anything sagging, bagging, or dragging, she would have it fixed immediately. Parton has also spoken about the complexities of growing up as a woman in the Appalachian region. She once reflected on the difficulties of understanding femininity in her environment, joking that it seemed much easier for men to grasp than for women. Her larger-than-life persona has even made her a favorite among drag performers. In 2012, she revealed that she had secretly entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest at a drag show. To her amusement, not only did she fail to win, but she also did not even place among the top contestants. This unexpected outcome only added to the long list of humorous and surprising moments that have shaped her legendary status. Despite her legendary status, Dolly never relented. From being a famous musician to dazzling us with her television performance, how did she make such a transition? Busy as a bee. Dolly Parton's television career is a treasure trove of unforgettable moments that have captivated audiences for decades. From her early days on The Porter Wagoner Show, where she dazzled viewers with her talent and charm, to hosting her variety shows that became staples of the 1970s and 80s TV, Dolly was always a household name. Her memorable guest appearances on American Idol and her role in a Cher special earned her an Emmy nomination. Dolly's first attempt at her variety show, Dolly, quickly gained popularity, but she had to walk away from it after one season because of the strain it put on her vocal cords. Despite this setback, she didn't give up. She came back with a second variety show, but it too had a brief run. Dolly's movie career took off significantly with the release of 9 to 5, in which she starred alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. The film, a hilarious yet poignant look at workplace discrimination, not only became a massive box office success, earning more than $100 million, but it also launched Dolly to new heights of fame. The title song she wrote and performed from the movie became an instant classic, topping the charts and winning multiple Grammy Awards. Dolly was also nominated for Golden Globe Awards for her stellar performance in the film. Her ability to mix humor with serious themes made her a beloved figure, and her success in 9 to 5 cemented her place as a true pop culture icon. As the 80s rolled on, Dolly continued to shine on the big screen and TV. She earned another Golden Globe nomination for her role in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, a musical comedy that garnered positive reviews and became another commercial success. While her next film, Rhinestone, didn't perform well at the box office, Dolly's career didn't falter. She embraced new roles, including her role in the heartwarming drama Steel Magnolias, which became a fan favorite and grossed nearly $100 million in the U.S. She also starred in several television movies that showcased her versatility as an actress. In A Smoky Mountain Christmas and Unlikely Angel, Dolly proved she could handle light-hearted and emotional roles with equal grace. Her appearance on shows like The Beverly Hillbillies and Hannah Montana only strengthened her connection to fans of all ages. But Dolly's talents don't end with acting. She's also lent her voice to unforgettable animated characters. Her appearance in Romeo and Juliet brought her trademark warmth to the animated world. At the same time, her role in Joyful Noise, where she starred alongside Queen Latifah, showcased her musical talents once again. Dolly's made-for-TV movie, Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors, which was based on her beloved song, captured the hearts of millions, and she even narrated the story herself. The sequel, Coat of Many Colors, aired a year later, keeping the story's spirit alive. Dolly's creative energy didn't slow down in the 2010 S. In 2018, she announced a Netflix series, Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, which featured the stories behind some of her most famous songs. As the series' executive producer and co-star, Dolly continued to share her unique perspective on life, music, and storytelling. She also starred in Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square in 2020, a musical that won her an Emmy for Outstanding Television Movie.
Dolly's ability to constantly reinvent herself while staying true to her roots makes her a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry. She appeared in the final season of Grace and Frankie, reuniting with her 9 to 5 co-stars Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda, and lent her talents to various special projects. In 2022, she surprised fans with a guest appearance on the sci-fi show The Orville, showcasing her ability to transition between genres seamlessly. Dolly has remained an iconic figure throughout the years, continuously delivering new projects, from documentaries to musical specials, that captivate her audiences. Whether it's her music, acting, or charity work, Dolly Parton's career is an ever-evolving journey of joy, inspiration, and creativity. While amassing her wealth, Dolly never lost her love for humanity, participating in enhancing other people's lives. How did she do this?
A heart of gold. Since the 1980s, Dolly Parton has supported many causes, especially promoting literacy through her Dollywood Foundation. Her Imagination Library sends one free book each month to children from birth until kindergarten. It's available in over 1,600 communities, reaching 850,000 kids across the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, and Ireland. 2018, she donated her 100 millionth book to the Library of Congress. Parton's charity work has earned her numerous awards, such as the Association of American Publishers Honors Award and the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval. In 2009, she gave a commencement speech at the University of Tennessee, where she was awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree. Besides literacy, Parton has helped raise funds for causes like cancer treatment, the Red Cross, and HIV/AIDS. She even pledged $500,000 to build a hospital in Sevierville, Tennessee, where she was born. 2006, she also supported PETA's campaign to encourage pet owners to keep dogs inside. Parton raised millions through concerts and donations in response to the 2016 wildfires in the Smoky Mountains. Her My People Fund helped wildfire victims financially, providing families with $1,000 a month for 6 months. In 2018, the FBI honored her for her relief efforts. Parton has also contributed to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, particularly for pediatric cancer treatment. In 2024, following Hurricane Helene, she donated $2 million to relief efforts. What do you think of Dolly Parton's recent endeavor? Is it a way to remain relevant, or she never lost her spark? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.